Well, President Biden is out for 2024 re-election. He passed the baton to Kamala Harris, who has never gotten a vote for president. If he's not fit to run for office, is he fit to continue being president for the next 6 months? And if so, what are the ramifications, pro and con? Claire Lopez is here to explain. So, Claire, as everybody knows, Joe Biden has removed himself from the ticket for re-election at the top of the Democrat Party's design on being re-elected. He has appointed his successor, who never received a vote, who has never faced the American public, who never campaigned for herself. And just like 2020, when she resigned from the race with no delegates, she has not gotten one vote or one delegate that she earned the vote. But it seems like, as of now, barring some intervention, Kamala Harris will be the Democrat nominee for president on the ballot in November. However, in spite of Joe Biden not being able to run for office, he has decided to remain as president. And the same issues that seem to have dogged him for the last months, incompetence, probably Alzheimer's disease, maybe a physical infirmity, or two or three, and displays like what I'm going to show right now, they haven't gone away. And we have, at best, a lame duck president and maybe an incapacitated president, as this video shows so clearly. Boy, does that not inspire confidence if you're an American. And if you're Putin or Xi Jinping or Kim Jong-un or the Houthis or the mullahs in Iran, you're thinking, oh man, if I was ever going to mess with the United States, now's the time. The rumors from even Democrat, liberal media outlets are suggesting the gatekeeper to the Oval Office is Hunter Biden. He's sitting in on meetings, classified meetings. Jill is in on the meetings. It's only July, the end of July. He's president till January. And the cabinet has said they will not invoke the 25th Amendment. How bad off are we?
We're in trouble, Barry. We're really in trouble. And I take your point exactly about all of our rogue enemies around the world, anywhere from Putin to Xi to Kim to the supreme leader of Iran, Ali Khamenei. This is their window. This is their window, especially if they think that there's a good possibility that Donald Trump could return to the Oval Office come January of 2025. So, though, looking at that video you just played of President Biden stumbling up the steps of Air Force One, it's not just tripping and falling up the steps, but so many other clips that could be shown have been shown over the last several years, not just very recently, but for the last several years of his presidency, 3+ years now, coming on 4, where he's trying to speak, where he can't string two sentences coherently together, where he mumbles and stumbles and he slurs his words. It's hard actually to watch those clips because this is our president. This is supposed to be the president of the United States of America, and we're Americans, and we want to be proud of our president.
And not only that, he's the leader of the free world.
Supposedly. But also the sad part about it is for anyone who's had a family member in decline, as so clearly Joe Biden understands, and even we who may not have had such a relative, but can see the decline, in this man who is somebody's father, who's somebody's husband. And it's a sad thing to watch. And understanding that there is a cabal, a junta, we don't know, maybe led by his wife, Jill Biden, we don't really know, running the country, in fact, because we can realize that Joe Biden is not in charge of the presidency. So it's all of these things, the sympathy and feeling bad for, an elderly man who ought to be maybe just enjoying his retirement someplace. But in addition to that, more seriously, way more seriously, what all of our adversaries and friends and allies too, with dismay are no doubt looking upon. But the rogues, the enemies, seeing this last 6 months or so as their last window, possibly, before Donald Trump comes back to the White House. So I think that we're in for a very chaotic, tumultuous, rough 6 months until January of next year.
I agree.